and will be responded by Dr. maybe.
Hello.
Okay.
That clear my point?
Yes, very clear, sir.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Seperti just now we have trouble. Okay, this is my research title Negotiating Professional Identity, the study of practical learning of English teachers at Nahdlatut Thalibin. And here is the background study. So there are three main issues that in this research. This research is grounded the growing complexity of teacher professional identity in the era of globalization and multicultural education. So the teachers are no longer seen solely of transmitter of knowledge, but also as cultural agents who must navigate between institutional expectation, policy requirements, and community values. In the context of English language teaching, this complexity becomes more visible since English as global language carries with cultural elements that might conflict with local tradition. At MDes Nahdlatut Thalibin, pesantren-based madrasah-based pesantren in rural East Java, teachers face unique challenges. One of example is they are required to implement the national curriculum that emphasizes global competencies. On the other hand, they are embedded in communities that prioritize religious cultural preservation. So from the previous study, we have examined teacher identity in urban or general education setting. This is the gap, but the little attention has been paid to faith-based institutions in rural context. This gap highlights the importance that recent study which seeks explore. Teachers negotiate their professional identity, and then the research question is: how do English teachers perceive their professional identity within the local religious context? And the second, what adaptation strategies are used by teachers to reconcile global curriculum demands with local values? And the last is what challenges are faced in negotiating professional identity. And my research objective, to identify teachers' perceptions of professional identity in madrasah context. And second, to examine adaptation strategies are used by teachers to reconcile global curriculum and local values. And the last, to explore challenges in negotiating professional identity between institutional standard and community expectation. And the research object, I took two English teachers at MTS Nahdlatut Thalibin, Tiris, Probolinggo. They are selected because they have 3 years of teaching experience and active participation in school activities and reflective engagement with professional and cultural changes. And the research design should be qualitative approach with case study method for in-depth exploration in natural context. And the data collection is deep semi-structured interviews to capture teachers, and then participatory observations in and out class, observe strategies in and interactions. And the document analysis, it should be lesson plan, school policy documents, and reflective notes. And the data analysis, I use thematic analysis, coding and category grouping. And the last is triangulation of methods and source to ensure the validity. And then the result, there are 3. In the result, the first is the teacher's perceptions of their professional identity. So the finding is teachers perceive themselves not only as language instructors, but also as cultural agents responsible for preserving and transmitting local religious and cultural values. their identity is shaped through the interplay between pedagogical competence and commitment to local values. And my discussion is they support the theory from Cook and Thomas in 2009, who argued that teacher identity develops through continuous reflective process influenced by personal experiences and social context. And the second is aligned with Sachs, 2005, who emphasizes that professional identity is political and context dependent. And the second finding should be adaptation strategies in learning. The finding is selecting culturally sensitive teaching materials and inserting or integrating Islamic values into English learning or lessons and using local cultural analogies to translate global concepts. And the theory here used in line with Presley, 2012, who highlight teacher agency is creating curricular relevance to student socio-cultural context. And support Fergus, 2008, who views language teachers as mediators of language policy and cultural representation. And the last finding, it should be challenges in professional identity negotiation. First finding is should be tension between global-oriented national curriculum requirement and local expectation for preserving religious and cultural values. And teachers feel caught between complying with national education policy and adhering to local norms. And the discussion it should be consistent with SARS 2005 that professional identity is shaped by international demands and social pressure. And the last is reinforced Dory et al. 2017, who describe identity negotiation as balancing conflicting institutional logics. Here is my conclusions. My first conclusion is talk about English teachers at Nahdlatut Thalibin build their professional identity by combining the role of global educators with cultural and religious guardianship, and they adapt teaching through cultural sensitive material, integration of Islamic values, and contextual explanation. And challenges arise from balancing national curriculum demands with community expectation, requiring ongoing negotiation. And my recommendation is support teachers with training on cultural responsive English teaching and integrate local culture and religious context into curriculum policy. And the last recommendation, expand future research to their faith-based school for comparison. And our limitation is small participant groups, limit. The last is I think that's all my presentation. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mochlis, Eko. And now, Mr. Tirmidhi.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Novel, and it is an interesting finding, Mr. Mochlis. Your conclusion is that the English teachers in MTS Nahdlatut Thalibin built their professional identity by combining the role of global educators with cultural and religious guardianship. It is quite blurred about the background, especially the case. Why should the teachers try to combine the role of global educators and the cultural and religious, guardianship? So maybe in your background, you can explain as an advanced organizer what the case really is, so that in your conclusion, in your first conclusion, we have a coherence. Why should there be a combination? Should there be an effort of combining the role of global educators and culture and religious guardianship? I think that's my suggestion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for Mr. Tirmidhi. I think very valuable suggestions. Okay, next I will try to receive. This is my revision from journal, because I think this is very clear from the background of study. I really I don't place in the conclusions. So this is also some revision from the journal. I put it in syntax 3. So the revision is the same as Mr. Timothy said. Thank you very much, Mr. Timothy.
Welcome. Thank you.